decor enthusiasts. Welcome back to Decorazy channel, where we transform spaces into dreamy sanctuaries. Today, we're diving into the enchanting world of Pottery Barn-inspired American cottage style, a perfect blend of vintage charm and soft neutrals that exudes warmth and sophistication. If you love cozy, lived-in elegance with a touch of summer freshness, this is the video for you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss our decor inspirations. Now, let's step into this dreamy cottage retreat. American cottage style is all about effortless comfort, blending rustic textures with refined details. Think weathered woods, soft linens, and a palette of warm neutrals that invite relaxation. Pottery Barn's take on this aesthetic elevates it with curated layers, distressed furniture, vintage-inspired accents, and organic materials. It's a look that feels collected over time, telling a story of nostalgia and simplicity. Neutrals aren't just safe, they're transformative. Shades like Keeleen beige, accessible beige, and ivoire create a serene backdrop that adapts to any season. In summer, they amplify natural light, making spaces feel airy and fresh. Paired with creamy whites and warm taupes, these hues bring depth without overwhelming the senses, perfect for a laid-back cottage vibe. Texture is the secret weapon of cottage decor. Imagine slip-covered sofas, chunky knit throws, and woven baskets layered together for tactile richness. Pottery Barn excels at mixing matte finishes with subtle sheens, like a linen duvet against a reclaimed wood bed frame. These contrasts add dimension, making every corner feel inviting. Pottery Barn's furniture often mimics heirloom pieces. Think distressed farmhouse tables, spindle chairs, and weathered consoles. The key? Opt for solid wood with intentional imperfections. A media console with peeling paint or a dining table with visible grain adds authenticity, as if each piece has been passed down through generations. Lighting sets the mood. Wrought iron chandeliers, glass hurricane lamps, and woven pendant lights cast a soft, golden glow reminiscent of summer evenings. For a budget-friendly twist, try thrifted brass candlesticks or a rattan floor lamp, affordable yet full of character. Cottage decor thrives on curated clutter, but the artful kind. Display vintage books, ceramic pitchers, and framed botanicals on open shelves. Pottery Barn's styling tricks include grouping odd-numbered items and varying heights for visual interest. The result? A space that feels personal, not staged. Swap heavy wools for lightweight linens and cotton voiles in summer. Pottery Barn's neutral bedding, like their full versatile neutrals collection, offers breathable layers in creamy ivories and soft grays. Add a textured throw at the foot of the bed for a cozy yet breezy touch. cottages celebrate nature. Potted ferns, dried lavender, and woven seagrass rugs blur the line between indoors and out. Pottery Barn's botanical accents, like olive tree branches in a vintage urn, infuse life into neutral spaces without overpowering them. Wall color anchors the room. Sherwin-Williams agreeable gray or summer white provides a versatile base. These shades shift with the light, appearing cooler in morning sun and warmer at dusk, ideal for a dynamic yet cohesive look. Love Pottery Barn but not the price? Wayfair, Walmart, and Amazon offer stunning lookalikes, like a $300 media console that rivals PB's $3,000 version. The trick? Focus on materials, solid wood over veneer, and read reviews for real-life photos. First impressions matter, and your entryway sets the tone for your entire cottage home. Picture a distressed wood console table topped with a woven tray holding sea glass bottles and a vintage-inspired mirror above. Pottery Barn's coastal meets cottage aesthetic shines here. Think natural fiber rugs, weathered doors as wall decor, and a galvanized metal umbrella stand. This blend of textures welcomes guests with relaxed sophistication while maintaining that lived-in charm we adore. The magic of Pottery Barn's style lies in its ability to blend eras seamlessly. Pair a mid-century modern armchair with an antique farmhouse table, or contrast a sleek glass coffee table with a chunky knit ottoman. The key? Keep the color palette cohesive. Soft neutrals tie everything together. This juxtaposition creates depth and keeps the space from feeling too theme-y, allowing each piece to tell its own story. Want that Pottery Barn look without the price tag? Try distressing furniture yourself. Lightly sand edges of a thrifted dresser, then rub in dark wax for an aged patina. For painted pieces, use a dry brush technique with white or cream over a base coat. The imperfections are what make it beautiful. Every scratch and fade adds character, just like a true cottage heirloom. One of the joys of cottage style is how easily it adapts to seasons. In summer, swap heavy throws for linen slipcovers and lightweight cotton quilts. Add woven placemats, blue and white striped napkins, and fresh-cut hydrangeas for a breezy tablescape. Come fall, layer in textured wool blankets and dried wheat stems. Pottery Barn's seasonal collections make transitioning effortless. Curtains can make or break a cottage space. Opt for linen or cotton drapes in ivory or soft gray, lightly sheer to filter sunlight beautifully. Pottery Barn's relaxed Roman shades offer a tailored yet casual look. For a budget-friendly version, try IKEA's A&A curtains and add DIY tiebacks from vintage ribbon or braided jute. bedroom should be a sanctuary, and Pottery Barn's bedding collections deliver. Start with a crisp white duvet, then layer in textured throw pillows in oatmeal, taupe, and ivory. A knitted chunky blanket at the foot of the bed adds warmth. Complete the look with a reclaimed wood headboard and a vintage-inspired rug, pure serenity. Open shelves in a cottage kitchen or living room are prime real estate for curated charm. Style with mismatched vintage dishes, woven bread baskets, and potted herbs. Use the rule of threes for balance. Group a stack of books, a ceramic pitcher, and a small framed print together. Pottery Barn's open shelving styling guides are gold mines for inspiration. For true cottage character, consider painted wood floors in soft white or pale gray. They brighten the space and add a touch of European farmhouse charm. If a full paint job isn't an option, try a stenciled rug effect or a large jute area rug to mimic the look. Pottery Barn's washed wood finishes in their furniture line capture this aesthetic perfectly. A fireplace mantel is a focal point worth styling with care. In summer, keep it simple with a large vintage mirror, a pair of candlesticks, and a trailing pothose plant. For winter, layer in garlands, aged brass candle holders, and a stack of leather-bound books. Pottery Barn's distressed wood mantels are ideal, but a thrifted find can be just as charming with a little love. Don't neglect your porch or patio. A woven porch swing, galvanized planters with lavender, and a vintage-style bistro set create a seamless indoor-outdoor flow. Pottery Barn's all-weather wicker collection is perfect for durability, but Facebook Marketplace often has similar finds at a fraction of the cost. Cottage dining is all about unfussy elegance. Use mismatched vintage china, linen napkins, and a centerpiece of wildflowers in a mason jar. Pottery Barn's embossed stoneware captures this vibe, but thrift stores are treasure troves for unique plates. The key? Embrace slight variations, they add soul to the table. Lighting can be affordable yet high impact. Hunt for brass library lamps, milk glass pendants, or rewired vintage fixtures at flea markets. Spray paint dated brass fixtures in matte black or aged bronze for an instant Pottery Barn feel. The right lighting feels like it's always been there, adding instant warmth. Art in a cottage should whisper, not shout. Botanical prints, vintage maps, and abstract line drawings in soft blacks and taupes keep the palette serene. Pottery Barn's framed intaglios are stunning, but Etsy sellers offer affordable digital prints you can frame yourself. Lean larger pieces against shelves for a relaxed gallery wall. Imagine this: a slip-covered sofa in ivory linen, a coffee table with a reclaimed wood top, and a chunky knit pouf for extra seating. The walls? Agreeable gray with crisp white trim. A wrought iron chandelier casts a warm glow over a vintage Turkish rug. This is the magic of Pottery Barn's aesthetic, lived in, layered, and utterly inviting. ultimate guide to a Pottery Barn-inspired American cottage brimming with vintage charm and soft neutrals. Whether you're starting small with DIY distressing or fully transforming a room, remember, the best homes tell a story. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which idea are you most excited to try? Let me know in the comments, and if this video inspired you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more decor adventures. Until next time, happy decorating!